developed. So you realize that many people may not understand this whole thing called Islamic banking. So what we have done, we have a team that is now coming up, an intellectual group that is educating the public, and you realize that at the same time, we are trying to educate the public on Islamic banking. Therefore, we have made all the basic books to understand this system very clearly available and free of charge. You can just call us on WhatsApp or alert us on WhatsApp 0243-829579, 0243-829579. These are individual Ghanaian Muslims who are ensuring that the public education goes in depth into Islamic banking, so that we all begin to appreciate the value. And if Islamic banking is operating in UK, in Canada, in US, in Germany, in France, Australia, and the rest, it means that they have something to gain in it. Therefore, Ghanaians should encourage and begin to ask the questions. One authority in this field today is Professor Gachi, the Dean of the School of Business from UCC. In fact, he has written a lot on it. He is educating alongside all of us, and we are making the basic books available free of charge on this WhatsApp. At the same time, this has been a very special day to actually build this unity, this harmony in this country, this understanding. We always want, on occasion like this, to distribute our Quran digitally. So we had a digital Quran available for all Ghanaians, especially non-Muslims, to ask for, just through 0243-829579. This WhatsApp number, you'll be able to give in the Quran, the full text, the commentary, and the digital explanation free of charge. At the same time, we have the digital Quran and the Hadith all available for you. Especially, our emphasis is on the Islamic banking, which all of us are hoping that if you begin to understand, you begin to know the reason why even the capitalist countries are adopting this system, and it's working very well for them. If it's not working for them, they won't combine it with the conventional system. That is why all Ghanaians should understand. This is not a religious bank. It is it's for humanity, removing the banking risk, removing the fear of going in for a loan. In the case of Islamic Bank, the term loan doesn't exist because there's no interest to be charged on whatever you get. It's a partnership. Therefore, we are hoping that with the Zakat fund now on board, with the Eid-UL-ADHA now on board, yeah.
Zakat, as we all know, is a pillar in Islam. It's one of the pillars that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has built Islam on. That our 5 daily prayers are compulsory. That is the same way Zakat is also compulsory for those who have it. This fund has been able, since its establishment, to pay people's bills who are in the hospitals and cannot pay their hospital bills. This fund has been able to help orphans who need some help for their education. It is now up to you to also be part of it and be paying Zakat. There is a project called the One Ghana CD a Day project, which was launched by the Zakat and Sadaqah Trust Fund, so as to make paying of Sadaqah so easy for all of us. You can just go on and then you subscribe to the One Ghana CD project. You can subscribe for it to be daily, you can subscribe for it to be weekly, you can subscribe for it to be fortnightly, you can subscribe for it to be monthly. When you go and then you dial *789*2#. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. به بدأت ولكن لم
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are back to you on Zakat Hour. As our Sheikh has said clearly, we all now understand the value in the principle of Zakat in Ghana. We have indicated that today being the Eid-UL-ADHA, Muslims all over the world who are celebrating this day, wanting to actually exhibit the Abrahamic sacrifice or sacrificial example, we also have to link this celebration to Zakat obligation. And the Zakat obligation, as our Sheikh mentioned clearly, Sheikh Salman, there's a system now in place that you can just dial *789*2#, *789*2#, and you are on board. You can also go to our website where you will see the profiles of our dedicated board of directors led by Chief Alas Andani and the vice chairman being Alhaji Mohammed Inusa of Parliament House and many other board members who are now on board. On that website, that is zakatfund.org.gh, zakatfund.org.gh, you will see the various banks, the 17 banks that we pay through, either through a bank standing order or whatever means, or using Visa card or whatever you can pay. You also, on this website, see the testimonies of our beneficiaries who have actually helped us, who have benefited from Zakat institution for the past 14 years. So come on board to be part of the salvation story of these beneficiaries. In fact, we cannot close the program with actually thanking our numerous subscribers across the country for the past 10, 14 years. First of all, the police service, that's the Muslims in the police service, Muslims in the Ghana Armed Forces, Muslims of the GRA, Muslim in the Ghana Education Service, Muslim in the prison service, and Muslim in the MDAs across the country. These are all institutions that white people contribute. The reason is that the Zakat potential in Ghana is so high, is so high and is so refreshing. If I mention it to you, you'll be surprised. The Zakat potential of Ghana today, through our computation, we are arriving at about 2.6 billion Ghana cedis, just around $260 million. This is the potential that we have. That if you're able to harness these monies, there's a lot you can do to support government efforts in this country in so many ways, in meeting the critical health needs of our people who come to emergency for surgery or many other ailments. At the same time, our teeming number of students who are entering university whose families cannot afford, Zakat Fund is there for them. And our economic empowerment for vulnerable families are all there to support us. Then we will not end this program by bringing to mind that by Tuesday or Wednesday, our students are going to write the BECE. One important thing that is being carried on now by headmasters in various schools is the school selection. The school selection is so important. And I think that all Muslim parents or all parents in Ghana, especially those from the inner city schools and the rural areas, should take time in selecting the schools correctly. Zakat Fund wants you to qualify for the university, and our subscribers are there to support very industrial students who qualify. Therefore, you cannot gain all this, and you cannot also benefit from the president's initiative and the enabling environment being created for Muslim students to qualify to win the scholarship for medicine abroad, for studying engineering abroad, or law abroad, or so many other scholarships available now. So for us to qualify, for our children to qualify, they must first of all do very well at the BEC level, select the best schools at the first category, category A schools, category B school, or category C schools. So there's a process in place now that you can use to select. I think that Muslim parents should also sit down with the headmaster of the various schools, team up to select the best school and the best course for the child. But the fact that we have only 3 days left, our appeal to Muslim students across the country is to prepare